Okay, it's down here, 4:45. This hat can go so low that you have to see my face, just like hat. The crazy hat that you can't even see. So today, I'm making a video to just get started properly at the roundhouse. Last time I can use it already. Tomorrow expires, but I'm not gonna lose a day's pay to come here just to record when I just thought I could do self-storage, make videos in self-storage, have like equipment, make that my thing for now, because I gotta put my hours into something outside of everything. I need to find my path, and I need to just lose the weight, fight the fat. Okay, yeah, so this is it. I planned my time before I came here. It's about 10:45. This video is just about like going through the thoughts, going through it, figuring it out, and then also just thinking of a plan. Plan the time before you use your time. Because even now, I wasted time to get here, and it's my last day. I could have been here for another 1 or 2 hours, but I just strolled, kind of procrastinating because I don't have time management skills or work ethic. So right now, it's just like, whatever few hours I have, I waste my time. My time is golden, but I wasted a whole day. So it's just time to get started, really. Let me find my old SoundCloud here. I'm just gonna play a beat on loop. I'm in a roundhouse, everyone else is playing something. Why am I not playing something? Okay, should work. Yeah, this video takes time, man. This is gonna take time. So I admit that if you know I'm waiting, don't watch this. I'm just gonna loop this. I have to think this is just a don't waste time. You've got only an hour, 10 minutes left. Talk about everything in one go. Go through this idea now. Do it now. It's a lost cause, man. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. But you're always in your own fight, kind of. You get over it, and then you go do your thing, man. These bits are random. Those weird sounds, man. I didn't make them the same every hit. It's so sick when I'm forward with that. But yeah, 24. Permanent spaces for equipment and work around the clock would also suit a light production setup or someone looking to produce electronic music. We're situated in an industrial estate short of Manor House Tube, Hermitage Road. That's gonna be Eastern, isn't it? Oh, Haringey. That's around north anyway. Let me see the exact postcode for that, man. Because you know, like, I have to do this properly, man. Green Lanes, yeah. Manor House Tube Station. That's probably on the Piccadilly. No, not Piccadilly, man. Oh, actually, yeah, probably Piccadilly. Let me see. Forget that. Hermitage Road, okay, N4. Okay, that shouldn't be too far anyway, man. Manor House. Green Lanes, yeah. Okay, cool. 6 minutes from Green Lanes. Green Lanes ain't that far from me either. And it's a bill a week. Man, okay, so a bill a week that's one of my goals now, straight away. And what else, man? Oh yeah. Rival schools, man. The rival schools arcade. I want to make an event, man. My own Fat Fight League, man. I put this online nearly a year ago. I put a link. I wasted it, man. A lot of people interested in it for the 1 minute, like as the hype factor of it, the joke about it. But then, what have I done with it? 9 months later, still it hasn't progressed. I could start my own thing, man. Like literally, this just took me like 10-20 minutes of actually trying like some King Tut satin as well, man. Fat Fight League, clothing. I got auction right now, not even an auction, man. I've made it as a raffle, 100 tickets, $10 a piece for free items, free sick items, and then whatever it goes for, it goes for. I've got 100 tickets. But maybe I should do it like that instead of making it $10 a piece. If I can reach close to my goal and you're in with a chance, how many people would just give like $3, $4, $5? Because I need to get a copyright and I need money to move forward right now. Just keep on moving forward. So I need to. These are my assets right now, man. My Billionaire Boys Club and Ice Cream Items, man. I got a Coleman t-shirt, the Swaro one, man. I got the Swaro denim jacket. It's basic, man. I got OG Arch logo printed on Bape rather than Billionaire Boys Club, so it would be the original, but it's got a little bit of cracked print. Maybe I will actually put it as like a lower price. Have 100 tickets, but vary the prices. Would you pay more than $10 or would you pay less than $10? And then nah. You can't do it at 10% of what it is, man. Now, if I can get up to $3,000 or it could be $2,000, that will take care of quite a few things, and then it'll give me time to actually, okay, look, you've got this lump sum, and then, okay, move forward now. Okay, look, bro, look, you can do it, man. Look, just try this. Get like 3 to 6 months in advance somehow, eventually get to that level of life where you're like 10-20% straight away, just like you've got yourself covered, man. If you lost everything, you would still have like some kind of cushion. Like, yeah, just do it right, man. Okay, rival schools arcade machine, man. I need to see if you can get them in the UK, man. I want to have an event, man. My first, I wrote no paper. 1 hour. I've only got an hour left, man. Okay, a little bit more than an hour, but time is wasting, man. Time's running out. 4 Gs. What? Nah, man, I want to buy rival schools. Oh, man. Can't connect. What the hell happened? Okay, so is this be okay? Oh, I think this is one of them ones. I want the original, man. Original rival schools. No, rival schools arcade machine. Original. I'm sure I played this in Morocco, man. In arcade, but I had the demo as well. I played it somewhere in arcade, man. I know it. Get the OG one, man. The one that's actually it. I mean, Tekken will be sick as well, but Mortal Kombat as well. Even Project Justice, I don't know about that. Okay, I don't know about that either. Ultimate Arcade. Man, if you could have just a cheap arcade, man, that would be sick as well. I want to do so many things, man. But okay, wait. Okay, I don't want to waste my time looking for an arcade machine version of this. I haven't got money at the moment to even be buying this. Okay, I'll just check this one else link. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Wasted so many years, man, just chasing this stuff. What is it about having this stuff? It's so sick. Probably gonna need like a jammer board or whatever. But I would like Capcom jammer, yeah, 2 wheels. I guess you can just make your own. Why not make your own? I'd rather pay like 5 Gs, man. Just get the setup ready. Whoa, what is that? That looks sick. Abbey Tear Eucalyptus 27th edition large poster. The visual looks quite sick, man. The second one. yeah, that's what I want to do, man. I want to do visuals, man. I need to do something visual. It's my imagination. Like, I'm in my imagination for an hour. I've got a computer. I've got a beat that I made one time. It's taking me back to another time. I've got something else in front of me. Hoodie design. I've got that idea for Fight League. Okay, start from now, man. Fuck it. I can't waste too much time. 1 hour left. Charge your phone too is the last thing I said. I was going to say, I'll leave it to the end because I wrote at the bottom. I started from bottom to top. Like, with the list that I have to go through. Fight always. So it's just getting into this habit of just like fucking fighting the fat, just doing it right all the time, because time is just gonna go by, man. You're just gonna get more tired. You got money, energy, time, man. You got free time, pay time, then you got energy all the time, and then money, energy, time. You've always got time. If you got time now, like everyone else has the same amount of time. No one gets 40 hours a day. But okay, fight always. So I'm trying to imagine if I actually do a 6-hour sleep thing. If I train 4 hours a day and then maybe have like 2 to 4 hours of recreation a day. So what would that be? That would be about 8 hours, 7 days a week, or 7. Nah, maybe what? Say 6 hours a day. 6 hours a day, including or plus training. If you put 70 hours a week into actually recreation and training and recreation, it's like actually improving yourself rather than, oh, you get more money. No, these things that I want to do might get me money, might not get me money, get me some money along the way, and it's just about getting it now. I think even if you get less right away, you get a bit and you get started, because I need to find a way to make like 1 to 6 months future revenue to get covered, so I have nothing to worry about. It's like, okay, look, you've got a timeline, you've got a month or 2 months to do something big. If not, bro, you wasted a bit of money. It's good to waste a bit of money on just like, if this is a creative thing to you, like the time to use it somewhere else. Like if you're not really uncomfortable at home, you're just chilling at home, it's like calm. But yeah, okay, fight always. So I need to start the league, man. 7 people, 8 people. I want to be the owner of something that I made, like I had the idea of, and then the first 8 people, man, it's kind of like a brotherhood, man. Give you the platform. This is the map. Like imagine having your own game. Like I want to do that as well, man. I want to do this all the way. Fight art, money, music, maths. Like somehow use everything to, like everything fuels everything. Like in all the things that I'll have to do. Fight art, money, music, maths. Like where am I going to be at the end of that? And then fight art, money, music, maths you can do, because there's 3 M's, you can cube it, and then that's like 3 times the experience. Doing the same thing maybe 3 times rather than once, or just, I don't know, man. It's too far ahead in the road, but I'm at the starting point because I'm always at the starting point because I don't get started. So now it's time to start. So the Fight League, yeah, Fight League would be so sick to me, man. Actually having a training show, 3 months training, go for a fight, win out the first 8, man. And then I think it would be better to have Fight the Fat as the first show would be free, but I would have to find a way to fund it and make it real and get paid and get everyone paid, and someone gets winning money, did everything without giving up too much. But then at the same time you have to give away something. Like give it to the fans first, but then get the money to give it to the fans first. So you have to give away a bit of your percentage, but non-controlled. Like if someone just wants to get paid money, they put a little investment up, and then this person just ends up doing good or bad, or like not as much, not enough, too much. Like it's just a surprise. Like if you put like a grand up and you got 10, maybe 15 back just on spending one once. Like I want to be in that position as well, where I could do that with other people. That would be so sick, because if you can get other people to just do their thing, and you get paid a little percentage, it's like, yeah, cool. Like I'm actually getting this now, so it's like I have to not even get mentorship, man. I have to do this somehow myself. It's like money though, so that's one of the things you have to learn. Fight art, money, music, maths, but sometimes money comes first. You have to look after your body though as well, because even if you're kind of not making much money or anything like that, it's like you should be training and thinking of ways to get money. So training and thinking of getting a way to get money, you get the money, and then you're still training before, during, and after. And then after that, like you've got a bit of space to move. But then You're like, okay, look, what can I do for the next level, the next level, the next level? Leveling up, like I'm on level 1, starting spot. Like 140 is about my kilo weight, like that's about 310 still, up and down for years, the same kind of rough weight. Like, what's the point of it? It's just long. It's actually long. There's no point in actually holding that. Like, if I always, man. I can't bench that well. I can't say I can't. I can say I can't, but then it's 3 full stops. Nah, but this is why, or it's like an excuse, or like, okay, well, this is the max I can do. Well, okay, well, are you gonna be competitive or not? Okay, cool. You're not. You're gonna stay like that. Competitive, yeah. Okay, now you can double up the weight, triple up the weight. Like, there's no point in being obese for me anymore, man. I'm not obese because something happened to me. Maybe when I was younger, it was comfy in the shop, shit. But like now, I'm just living life. I'm 10 years after school, man. 10 years school finished. 10 years ago, man. Like, what have I really done? But even if I had achieved anything or nothing, the weight was the most important thing from the beginning. And I already tried when I was like 13, and I shouldn't be complaining now. Like, okay, you tried half your life ago, you didn't complete it, but now you can complete it and get the rest of your life, rather than, okay, well, I could have had 16 to 26 as like the decade of, not even destruction, like the Undertaker, but just like, live everything, just work in the world, just, okay, how did I get 20 grand or 30 grand? So I think this is what I have to be honest up front. I want to get money straight away. I want to make big money, but then I have to do something big for it. I don't want to be stuck in like an hourly rate. And if, say for example, I lost all the weight from now to there, like I would like to make 100,000 along the way of losing the weight, because then that's just like movement money for the future. Because like, what am I gonna do? Just like finally lose the weight, finally do everything. Oh, I'm happy now. Okay, yeah. But you're still working 40, 50, 60 hours because you're living in an expensive place, and you're just like, okay, look, you have to get this, and then you have free time. You're going to be stuck in a cubicle or something for 50 hours, and then you don't have time for yourself. You only have time for travel, and then you go into this pause mode. Like that's what I've done for about 10 years. I've probably shut myself off to most things. It's just like playing the game. Everyone's gone far, like much further than me in the 10 years, but maybe they haven't. But it's not about that. It's just about my own self, and then making up for that lost time as well. 10 years, like if I made 100,000 in a year or so, that would make up for 10 years, even without making up for 10 years. And really 10 years would be like, well, I should have had double that or triple that, but then taxes as well, so it would bring me back to about the goal. But if I could do that and have seeds planted that get my money like clockwork all the time, so I have to be up front, get money. But it's just like, what do I want money for, man? I want to get a sick house, I want to get a couple sick whips. Like, I could get Enzos, but just make one like Futurama, one like Billionaire Boys Club, and like, you could have 2 spaceships, and like, you could have cars in Pokemon colorways, stuff like that. It's just like, cool. Like, that's what else I would do with my money, man. Just overindulge in cool stuff. That's the bad side. But then the good side, like, probably just actually do something in the world, like, because I thought, if you fed 1 million people one time, that would cost $1 million if you got $1 or £1. Like, but then what would that really do for someone? £1 meal isn't really going to be that good. You can get it ingredients wise, but then someone wouldn't, like, you have to pay an employee or a volunteer will come and say, like, oh, I'll hand out the meals for free, man. But then 1 million meals, like, for one person, a million meals for one person each time, like, and then the next day, what's gonna happen? So you've got to teach a man how to fish, but you have to learn how to fish. You got to give fish away, and you got to teach some others to fish, to do the same thing that you do. It's like the way you're living. But yeah, okay, so that's all that. Big goals, man. Fight on money music match. Okay, next thing, get the lines and leads going. So I can make t-shirts, I can make jumpers, sweatshirts, hoodies, hats, do jeans. I need to do my own jeans first before I do them out, like, to show, well, this is how it works. And then, like, yeah, that'd be so sick, man. Like, own custom pair of sick jeans, not just buying them because they fit. It's like, what's the point? You pay another 10-20 and then you get the custom. We edit them, modify them, man. You can just take someone and get pockets made, like thick pockets, just like I've ripped the pockets, I think just my keys going through them and stuff like that, like, but then it's just like, why? Okay, anyway, that's not even the point, man. Some sick jeans would be sick. Like, the lead's going, if you have a t-shirt that you want to design, or you've got a t-shirt design you want to print it, you come to me. Like, I'm in London, I can get it to you, I can deliver in person or send it via Royal Mail if you order from me. But that's what I'm going to do with this, because the only asset I have is those Billionaire Boys Club ice cream items. I can show other possible items to make as well and put it on Insta. I think that's where my environment is right now, like YouTube as well, but it's like getting people to watch like a whole video, it's long, but Insta is just a couple snaps, couple seconds, and then like hashtags, okay, flip it. There people see it, okay, do they talk back to you? It's just people, it's just like networking, but YouTube is just like this bigger crowd, like just a bigger pond, a bigger pool. Okay, so reinvest, gotta re-up, man, just keep on putting it back in and getting more, putting more back in, getting more back, and then just flipping it, because it's just gonna be, it's a lifestyle rather than just getting paid big once or twice. Like, what are you gonna do? Make 100,000 one time and then live for 10 years and not work hard? Then that's 10,000 a year. That's only just about getting your bills paid for, when you can invest it and wait for that 100,000 for like 10-20 years from now, but then also get more on top of that. So you're just not wasting time. You don't want to work hard to then just need it again, and you only worked hard that one time and you didn't keep it in practice. So reinvest, and it's just the way, it's a cycle of the upward cycle. The upward cycle is so important, man. Keep them going forward and going up at the same time. Okay, get the last few gems. The trifecta. Oh yeah, the trifecta in the previous page that I wrote. Content, contest, challenge. Trifecta, but with a Y. So I thought to myself, okay, I always need to make something. I always need to contest it, challenge it. Just, okay, this is what I've got. Is this good content? Is it contestable, I guess? Like, can it fit in the competition of, like, this genre of an idea of a thing? Like, something real that you're doing, not just, like, the cycle of nothing. You've got a cycle in the end, but it's a positive cycle, but then at the same time, you're actually doing something like, okay, look, I'm doing something that maybe not someone else can do. I'm not doing something that just most people can do, but then you work hard to just, get at an acceptable level. But if you do your own thing and you naturally do it and just keep on doing it, like, you should really get much better. Like, I want to make, like, I think $1,000 a week would be a good starting point. $1,000 a week, because after taxes, it's about £700 a week. It's about how much a day. You could pay a house monthly with 2 days, 2 or 3 days. So say you got 4 days left after paying all your bills, and then with that bit of time, you can keep going more. But then you also have like checkpoints as well. Like, you've got X amount saved up, X amount of debt paid off, or all of it. Because I've still got debts, like old debts. Like, it's so dumb, man. I could have paid these off time ago, man. Then I'm always wanting stuff, but that's another thing, man. Just waste money on creativity, like, to prove that if you wasted it, that's your fault. If you didn't, good. Did you do something with it? Okay, cool. You did something. That's good. Okay, or that was shit. Like, but if you got your own space, I could do a bit of everything. Like, these 4 walls, kind of thing. Like, it would be sick if you could paint each wall a different color, like the turquoise, red, green, and grey. What kind of green? Half, maybe like lime and military, and then red, turquoise. Maybe have a wavy on it as well, yeah. That would be so sick. And then also, what else, man? The grey. I thought some Air Force Ones that could look like that as well. But yeah, I could have my own space and then do things my way, my hub. Yeah, it would look so sick, man. It's almost like making your own room, but a recording space. Like, your idea of it. Like, you could get one of those Roman that I can get them. I just need to ask for the price. What is it? Okay, what's the price? Okay, cool. Get that. I remember seeing Kanye West even doing that, man. Like, it's not like I don't hate Kanye West, but like these days it's just like, nah, man. He doesn't need to do things the way he does it, kind of thing. If he was college dropout or graduation time, like Kanye, like it's like, oh cool, yeah, just do the way you want to do things, and then you make your stuff, you show them, and then that's it. Like you don't need to be some hyped up guy. Like the music can talk for it. But I can't remember what I was saying prior to that now. Just making a point. Yeah. The trifecta though. Own space. The own space would be so sick, man. Yeah. I guess it's like another challenge. How to make it a challenge. How to make 4 or 5 things challenges. How to be content with the result of 5 things. Instead of doing one thing that will, I'll make a pound at a time. If I do 5 things that get me 20 to 50p a time, 20p a time compared to a pound, okay, cool. So I got that, but then I did 5 more. So I did 5 in total. So I got the same, but I got to have a variety of things to do. And then soon, 5 of them are going to be 50p rather than 20p, so I get 250. Or if you do 3 things and get £1, but you do 5 things, you get £2. So you do 5 times rather than 3 times, you get double the amount. So you save a bit. Energy management, man. Money, energy, time. Okay. Cool. The lost cause. Hoodies, man. Hoodies. I want to make my own hoodies as well, man. I want to manufacture them, but for small runs. Like, hey, look, this is what I'm just thinking. Would it be sick? Different materials, different styles. Just, what's your vibe right now? Like, it's just cool. Have this, have that, and you can just make it for less than you buy it for, and you can sell it. And it's just like, okay, look, is it sick? Do you agree? It's like, instead of likes, it's like purchases. If you made 20, 50 sales of one hoodie, and you made like an amount each time, like, would someone be like upset at you if you charged, like, if you made 50 to 100 on a hoodie that they're paying for, that you made of profit, because you're still gonna get taxed anyway? So it's like, would they be like, okay, look, you spent maybe 30, 40 to make it, sold it for like 150, 180, you got taxed 20% or 30% after, so you got about 150. So in the end, you got like £100. Okay, cool. If you got £100, but I like the hoodie and I had it for, I don't know, years, man. I can have custom tags, custom zippers, like baked zippers, man. They look so sick to me. They're strong. Like, this hoodie will fall apart and it would still be. So I got a baked trucker, just a baked thermal hoodie, man. I want to make my own thermal hoodie as well, man. That would be so sick. With the top, I want to do one a month, man. That's one of the things, man. I'm thinking that raffle, because it's the only asset I have really at the moment. Anything that can get me money right now is that. So there's creativity as well. So I gotta fund my creativity with sales of my own stuff. I want to do trainers again, man. Shudud guy, man. Shudud guy. It just sounds like a Hadouken, man. Shudud guy. I want bare crepes, man. Just want loads of trainers and sell them along the way as well. It's just like buying stocks in a company. Like, you could buy a pair of trainers that end up costing more later, but you could have kept them or you could sell them. So what do you want to do? Do you want to get the profit or do you want to keep them? Like, that would still be like an honor thing almost. Like, I want to make clothing like my pocket change. Like, I could buy my pocket change, I could sell it for pocket change to get the same thing back. So what's the pocket change? Oh, high end, like somewhere high end, mid range, kind of like what limits? 2 bills for a hoodie or 150 for a hoodie. If I did that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe even 1,000 times can be like sick, really sick. Like, really, you made £100, £1,000, £100,000 from one hoodie. Okay, might do 1 or 2 here and there over the year, instead of doing like line by line, like spring, summer, autumn, winter. Like, have sporadic appearances. Like, you can live right now. You can get something manufactured within a week or 2 or 3 weeks. You don't need to build it up and just say, oh wow, I can get the most of it, blah blah blah, and then do this thing for 10, 20 years straight away, like for no like no stop. You have to keep this thing alive to get money from it. But if you just do it the way you want to do it, like you can release your items whenever you want. You can do anything you want to do. You could do monthly hoodies, man. I've already got like, I don't know, I haven't got 12 ideas for the King Tut hoodie, but I could be on the way to making 12 of them. I've already got 2-3 of them ideas in a sense. Like, what would it be? But hey, you can just try it and just 12 hoodies. But yeah, so the hoodies make sales along the way like clockwork, man. That is the way, patch by patch. So it's like a patchwork blanket. If you need to keep yourself warm from the world, like in this cold world. In this cold world. I miss seeing Jizzle, you know. I should have gone. I didn't save my money, man. I could have got to go see Jizzle again. Like, I saw him last time, and I think he had, man, like Rapper's Delight. Like, that's just crazy. That's like hip hop history in 2018. Like 2018, like it's still going on. Hip hop is still out there, man. It's crazy when you think about it, man. 50 years maybe, but then there's gonna be 100 years, like way beyond our time. It's still gonna be going maybe. Who knows what the future will hold and bring? We're just us right now. So my plan right now is like, my year is gonna be AO after obesity. So when I get down to past obesity, overweight level, like it's just a body percentage number, like BMI, man, body mass index, BMI, body, mind, IBS. Like I could just do all three. Work with my body first, then my mind, then IBS. Gets like run, think of what you have to say, then when you say it, your IBS saying it. So you represent yourself, but your time is made better. It's more worthful. Like, I want to be that person that can provide value but charge you like a grand. Just like, hey man, G-Pack. That would be sick actually. If there was 3 people that were willing to spend a G-Pack on clothing that I designed for them, work with them for a few things to make, I would still make profit. They get 1,000 and then say next year I give them 1,000 for the t-shirt again. They're holding it. Or if they do actually want it, they want it. But imagine that as just like Ibs clothing, like, hey, would you back for 1,000? Or maybe 1,500 for 3 items of clothing. But it's based on future earnings, future possible earnings. It's almost like a stock. It's like a bond. Okay, so patch by patch, man, make sales along the way like clockwork. That's the passive income. If you can get it, as long as you attach yourself to it in some way, you're actually doing the work for it. Like, I'm gonna post them out. How much along the way am I gonna be making the clothing? I don't know this. But potentially it could be from beginning to end, like every section. Make homemade hoodies, like I made them. I actually made them, I did it right. It would be so sick. I want to get that studio place, man. £100 a week though. I need to make another couple hundred a week to make sure I can get that. Do something a few times over to afford it. But then also train their work. Make work out of it. In my passive income, I'm going to spend money to do this, but then get money back. But then at the same time, train, man. Train. I need to train, man. I need to get my body strong, man. Forget, what was it? Feeble body, weak mind, or weak body, feeble mind. I'm not going to do that, man. I'm not going to do that. Can't maintain wasted energy on nothing. Wasting energy on nothing, man. Just throwing it, your energy on the floor and just kicking it away for nothing. Like, what are you going to gain out of it? But yeah, man. Passive, man. You gotta do it. Keep on getting money. Live this life. Lose the weight properly. I still drink energy drinks, but I want to have the ultimate fight, man. I don't want to have like, oh, you're gonna lose weight. Oh, okay, yeah. You go to the gym 3 times a week. You go to work 5, 6 times, 7 times a week. Up to that, just to maintain normality, and then you're gonna have to train while being stressed or whatever. Knowing about all these like hormonal things in your body, knowing about obesity and estrogen. Like, I have standard testosterone, so it's just waves of estrogen hitting it, like washing over it. Like erode or build. Like your hormones will either erode or build you. I played Mercy yesterday. This game, yeah, you get your hands, and then like you're supposed to win by twisting the other person's hand and then pushing it up. This guy, man, he's beating everyone. I thought I'd try. I was like, yeah, man, Mercy. Fucked up my middle finger, man. This middle finger still hurts. And then the funny thing as well, but it's pain on my neck. And like when I go like this is the only way it doesn't hurt. But like if I turn around too much, okay, the neck doesn't hurt as bad as before. But it's just like, it's stupid, man. If you got like a little pain, you can know how to like fix it. Save my body. Like when I do standing jobs, only my feet hurt. My body's okay. But I could, if I exercise, even when I'm feeling down and weak, I have to stand up again. I'll be like, man, I can walk even more. You just build up the tolerance to get to that level later, but walk all the time anyway. I still walk. Like, it's not about walking for me. Like, it's like active weight loss, man. How am I gonna get active weight loss against other competitors? That's the one, man. Active competitors, like, we're all gonna fight. Okay, cool. It's like WWE or WWF meets UFC, meets The Biggest Loser. If you put those three things together, like, you're joking about in a way, but you're serious. Like, you can make your own character, like your game character. Look at the map. There's 8 people in the fight league. You can do your own thing as well. Like, I want to do fight art, money, music, maths. You don't even have to follow things the way I do it. You've got that lane for a bit, and just hop on, hop off. Like, come when you want to come, go when you want to go. Like, everyone's got them up to their disposable. But yeah, just this is where I get to all the time, man. So how long did it take to say was the last thing I wrote before Charge Your Phone 2? And it's 4:20 pretty much, so I've got about 35-40 minutes, and I've only gone through about a third of my stuff, but I did it in about half an hour, so thereabouts halfway through in time, but only about a third gone. So it took a few seconds to say that, but then I'm on path now again straight away. So I really do want to start a fight league. Art, I get that space. Money, music, maths. Money is money to get your creativity going, your own spot. Have like an open space or something like that, like a challenge place somehow. Like that Roman thing though will be sick with, oh, that's what I was saying with Kanye earlier. Like he had the Roman column and he had a drum machine on it. Like, so you can have that in the middle and that's like your battleground. Like drum machine beats, yeah. I was just the 4th chamber yesterday and like Ghostface was on it. And it's like, when you think about it, it's like, it doesn't match the track. It's like, it's almost like this devil laser from Tekken 2, like that screech sound effect. Like, it's a really hype song. But like, he had level up lines where he was just like spitting. And it's like, you'd have to know all the slang at the same time, everything at the same time, to just say like, man, that was a sick verse. Like, the whole track was sick. I was losing my concentration because I've noticed recently, like, I've noticed it a couple times in the past as well. Like, I can listen to music and I'm just doing my own thing outside of it. I'm just overthinking and I miss the track. There's songs that I've listened to hundreds of times, but I don't memorize the words when I should really. I could do it when I was young, but now getting older, it's like, come on, man, there's neurogenesis. I forgot that last time in the last video I made, and then I remembered neurogenesis. It's like the BDNF, growing your brain cells via activity. So if I want to wake up early, 5 a.m. or something like that, train. How am I gonna go to the underground first? Oh, I could have a whole day, man. I could train properly though, and targeted around boxing gyms, on Muay Thai places, MMA like places. How am I gonna do some kind of sponsorship training? Like, I'm gonna be fighting for this gym like it's a Pokemon trainer or some shit like that, man. The Ibzilla killer, Ibzilla the killer is like Reddit. I put that on there, man. People will want it for like 2 days. But look, that's the main one I want to do actually. Fight league, man. Clothing is sick, but fight league, it's like you gotta make the platform first, and then you've got the accessories. Like you get your house and something like that. Once you got your house and a CD player, you get the CD, and you get the CD, you put it in, and you listen to the music. You don't try and get the music straight away. Like, it's just an accessory. But the meat of it is just like having your own platform. So the fight league, get everyone that's about £300 if they never really fought much or never did karate or shit. Like, everyone argues about what style's the best, but I remember when I did karate when I was a kid, it did good enough because it was just more learning about how to kick and then be strong with the kick. But now, 10 years later, man, 20 years later, fatter body, energy going. So I need to re-up on energy, money, energy, time. Okay, cool. So she did that, man. Crepes. So I have to fund that with I have to be able to get back into this kind of resale idea of clothing and everything like that, but actually use it to fund my own clothing line. Like, do something, man. Clothing would be sick, man. Because even in fact, like the league, man, just. Oh yeah, I should have made email addresses. I can make them after, I guess. Need to make some new Instagrams, but say a fight league, the entrance theme and stuff like that. That's an accessory. Clothing, I have my own sick hoodie, like my signature hoodie, hat, whatever it may be. But then it's not just much. It's like I was there along the process. But they're just accessories again. Beats, garms, like really, it's about how you're beating people in the ring and winning. And then also the garm is like the belt, or I'm thinking the weight vest. The weight vest is a good idea to me. Like when you train, you have to wear the weight vest. Before the match, you have to wear the weight vest. After the match, you have to wear the weight vest. Then you choose when you take it off, when you get home or whatever. Are you gonna wear it for the evening? Wear this weight vest of all the weight you've lost from your starting point now of 140, like 140 kg. Say by the time I get to my goal weight, I'm about 40% body fat. 140, take off what, 56, so it's about maybe 84, 10%, maybe about 9 kilos, about 200 pounds is my lean 10% body fat weight, technically, possibly. So I don't even know, but 100 pounds, okay, say 100 pounds, lose 100 pounds along the way, and have how many matches that I'm gonna win and I'm gonna be the champion against other people in a fight league. For fat people, obese fight league, you lose the weight and then you do it. Obese. Ah man, I was trying to think of an OBCFL, man. Oh no, OBFCL, man. Man, see? Cuban links, man. Like the fat version, man. Cuban links, man. Purple bricks I saw yesterday on the train, man. I was thinking, man, yeah, it would be nice to have my own house, but then that creative zone can be mine. I want to have one of those houses where you can make them out of shipping containers and have my own spot, man. Like my own spot in London. Okay, cool. Those are big money dreams. Okay, cool. Crepes. If I shot 20 pairs of crepes, man, how much would I get? Like, there's resale and retail kind of thing. Like, you stock them. Okay, cool. How can I stock them? Commission? Okay, yeah. But I can have my own inventory as well, so I'll probably go for both, to be honest, man. Just have both. Look, inventory, I don't have the inventory of wholesaling, with dropshipping, but it's something that I'm interested in, and then I can get the inventory myself, have a spot where I'm just like, okay, sell, that, done. Like, how do I rent space to sell, but like, or get my own place and just save all the stuff there? Yeah, man, thinking too much, man. Okay, so this is like brutality to grind, like copying the beat. Instead of just making beats where I'll take like 10 years to think of an idea of how to do it, just use something that's already been used. Okay, yeah, that would be sick to do. I know how to do it. Okay, I did it. Okay. And this is something I did like 1 year ago. 2. Some views, some people like it, but I only show it to 1 or 2 people here and there. So yeah, okay. Should do that, man. Rest delicate would have to be the line, you know. Rested delicate. Like it's almost like Bape in a way, but Bape version of Ibs would be like Ibstar. Like imagine having Ibstars, like Ibsters. Okay, so what is it? Do I make my own crepes or also have like fusion pairs, like my own fusion, like a 6 Air Force One with like the 6 on a standard Air Force One, so the tongue and back bit, and then Roshis and like flyness, like you could fuse all of them into one sick thing, and then also fund your line, like you collaborate with everyone as well. It'll be so sick, man. It's just like a world. Fight, art. The art is clothing for now then, in a sense, but I want to have everything. I want to have a video game, clothing, my own thing, which is the fight league, and money, music, maths. So money is more that you need money to do everything you need to do, and you need to get money, you need to spend money. Like it's the cycle there, as well as you're working hard. That's your mind. Your money is your mind, but then your body is moving you, and then yourself, man. Whatever you do with your body and mind equals you. What's your balance? What's your good, bad, whatever? But yeah, that's the delicate, man. 2 free fight styles as well. It would be sick. Like everyone has 2 free fight styles in the fight league. Like fight championship league. Like oh, peace. Fight championship league. It'd be so sick to collaborate with Wu-Tang, like the fight league beats Ibzilla the Killer Izza. How like red Wu-Tang, like baked Wu-Tang. Because I'm in a creative space no matter what, in my own head. I can imagine things, but then it's like, okay, put it to paper. I have no work ethic, no time management skills. I've wasted so much time. Years and years and years, by hours and hours and hours, by days. If I didn't do the days of always doing that throughout hours and hours, if I just did 1 hour of positive, 2 hours of positive, okay, so I already know the answer then. 10, 12 hours a day needs to be dedicated to the craft, as well as getting paid from working and getting paid from passive, and also getting paid for your body. Like your body pays you. Like, okay, you're losing the weight, okay, you're training, okay, cool. Now it's like the seeds that you planted will flourish. Okay, cool. So that's that. Body, mind, ibs. It's a way of living. The lost cause. It's like, you can say 10, 11K as well. It's just like, okay, look, man, the lost cause. That's only if you allow yourself to be just waste time. You're gonna be like that. Cool. Okay, so if I don't do that and I actually put my time into doing things properly, will it do something? Yeah, cool. It will give you a result. So body plus mind actions equals who you are now. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that came to work ethic and time management after as well. And 2 free side jobs to make my work lifestyle. So how many hours are you gonna work a week, man? You don't want to get $1,000 a week, but then you're working 90 hours a week to get it, and then you're only sleeping just enough and only doing nothing just enough. To do what? Just balance hypothetically for the first few months or few years, but not get anything from it. You want to enjoy it along the way, man. £100, man. And fight for the league, man. £100. If 7 people around London, like £100, north, east, south, west, somehow making the show, making it a reality, but getting funding, but also making your money yourself, making a way to make it happen so that you don't have to count on people, man. Why are you gonna count on people for years and years and years, and you're not really doing anything for yourself properly to get your goals going? So £100, 8 people that need to do £100. Then the 9th member, that's like they get a month, and then after that, every week, 52 weeks, new competitor. By the end of it, there'll be 61 people in the roster. As the time goes on, that'll be another year or 2 later, 3 years later, until they lose it, and then maybe open it up again 6 months later, 3 months later, 6 months later, 3 months later. So 3 or 6, 36 every 9 months, 36 chambers kind of thing. 3-6 months, you open up again for like 1 a week, 2 a week, 3 a week, and you make it real. Like the core is that if you have to travel to get here, hey man, Shaolin versus Wu-Tang kind of thing. Yeah, that would be so sick, man. Fight the fat, Shaolin versus Wu-Tang, like fight the fat versus Wu-Tang. So Ibzilla the Killer is Ibzilla, and some guy called Ibzilla as well, man. All I do is trap. I used that time ago, but then he used it first, so that's another idea gone. But on my YouTube, I put it as Ibs, Illa, IBZ, space ILLAH. So it's almost like a Wu-Tang, like Ibzilla. It's like Godzilla, but Ibs. The crazy version of it. And I realized like this is like hope, man, green and purple, man. Yeah, but too many dreams, man. Too many times thinking, contemplating, and like philosophizing, visualizing or whatever, but not really doing it and saying it. It will take about an hour. So yeah, look, I got I started the video, 50 minutes ago, and I still have about 20 minutes, so an hour and 10. I've gone through a few more of the points in that time, so it's coming back and forth, getting through the whole thing of all the pages to say like what goals I want to accomplish, what do I want to do. It's a bit all over the place, it's a bit long-winded, it's a bit of everything. Like, would you even watch this video? Would I even watch this video of someone else making this video? I have to make videos that answer your question, and you'd find me through that. But imagination, it's just like, okay, look, I've got pages and pages and pages and pages that I need to write stuff down on to not waste time. And then what am I going to do with those thoughts? Drawings, visuals, like, instead of writing too much. But the writing can make it like, okay, look, you write first, you plan that first, and then when you plan your time, you make your decisions to get to your goals. So now I really want to get to that creative space, renovate it the way I want to do it, and find different things, find different ways, find different paths to get money properly, give back to the world, family and friends, but yourself as well. And at the core of it, losing the weight, fighting, that's your problem. No one else can do the press ups for you. Working hard for yourself, not for the paycheck. The paycheck comes later, but you need to eat right now as well. So that mixture, I might get less for those items, and it's something that I have to try and get back. It's almost like a challenge to get those items back, man. It's just a jacket, a t-shirt, and a hoodie. But then I always imagine that one time when I'm finally losing the weight, or have lost the weight, that I can just rock that and be like, yeah, this is a sick item, man. I knew I had a sick view or taste or whatever from time ago, and then I got these nice items, man. And I was like, yo, look at that, look at that, look at that. Yeah. Instead of covering yourself up, I think that's what vape is for me, man. It's like competition, but then it's like covering up as well. It's like the fat version of you, but like, hey man, at least you're vape time. And vape is just like, okay, it's £100, £200, £300, this, up to £1,000. You can spend 20 G's. Like, I want to get that goal as well, man. 20 G's for vape and then boys club and ice cream and some crepes as well. 25 maybe, before I get 1,000 crepes and I get as much as possible from vape and Billion Boys Club over the 10, 20 years. Like, it's crazy that time's gone by, man. These things that you see when you're a kid, they're still relevant to you to this day. But okay, 2 free side jobs, man. I need to make everything a job, man. Fight, art, money, music, maths. How do I have minimal startups to start all 5 of them while also getting revenue straight away? But you're doing what I'm doing along the way. Like, you see these like gurus and shit like selling you a product. How about like I sell a product, but like me actually doing it? Like, you're buying into me doing what I'm doing to do what you're doing. Like, make you question yourself. But like, if I can do it, then you can do it. So if I can do it, you can do it. But then why can I do it? Because I chose to now, rather than just not doing it. And it's like, fight art, money, music, maths. Fight the fat league. Art, different art. Like the clothing. It would be sick to have a canvas and an easel. You could do that in that place. You could have some kind of like sponge. Like you could probably customize it, man. Instead of just putting sheets on the floor and you got the easel, put some kind of sponge and then know that you can reuse it or throw it away. But a large space and trainers as well, customized trainers. It'd be so sick. Okay, cool. So money, music, maths. I don't know how to make money out of maths. It sounds like maths is the way to track, and it's like a logic. So work on that as well anyway. But getting too into it, you can only do a few things at a time. You need to make money to last your 168 hours times 4, 5, 10, 12. If you got it to like 26 weeks ahead of yourself, you're 6 months ahead. Okay, cool. I can do everything. It's just gonna cost money, but money has to be made along the way before I not give up, but I have to work again. And then in the time that I'm not working, I still have to work something. You need to have some stable income, even if it was like 10-20% as just like not putting all your eggs in one basket. Like, you need some work, 10-20. Like, you offer your service, your time to do something that you could have done for yourself, and then you get paid for it. But then you could always be in control and always get that. But then if you're not practicing, you're just gonna lose the edge, and you're just gonna be another one, just like kind of good. But if you always work, you have to put a bit more effort into just doing your own thing. You can give all your effort to yourself, but then you're more kind to yourself in the sense that if things go not as good, it's like, well, I did this way, I did that way. But then if you work someplace, it'll be like you learn to work their way. So I guess you need some control from someone else, like, but just not too much. I don't want too much, but some here and there, it's good. Train at least 4 hours a day, man. Sleep 6, so that's 10 hours, and then you'd have 14 hours left. Maybe 2 hours rest. So rest, if you're training anyway, you need rest. But I'm not trying to make it like excuses like, oh, I trained, man, so I need to rest. But it's like, okay, if you're sitting down for 2 hours, okay, what are you doing in that 2 hours? Are you just watching TV? Or could you make your own TV programs? That would be so sick, man. Okay, I need to save this. We'll take a picture. Oh, I don't know what this is as well. Okay, so I haven't used this time as wise as I could have, but I've got 10 minutes left to look at a few things. So this is what I do every week. Just go on the computer and just watch. That's it. What the hell is this one? Oh, so it is music. It just looks quite sick. Right, AV10 Eucalyptus. It's just the visual of it, man. Okay, so I'll check this song out later. And okay, yeah, so that many hours a day. Work, business, life, money, energy, time, body, mind, hips. I have to put that on a t-shirt. So that's my own brand for me. Like, if you're gonna follow my way, a bit of the way, maybe you just get a t-shirt and then I have like a manual. Like, I have to group things together in a way. Like, group it. Okay, so I'm giving you value of one item for $10, or I'll give you 3 for the same 10, or 3 for 15. But then say to you like, hey, look. So even if you're supporting this way, you got one t-shirt. What kind of way? Like, not an infomercial flyer, but a little flyer. Hey, look, this is what you can do here. Like, Billionaire Boys Club is like health is the mind. Not the pocket, man. Heart and mind, sorry. I was thinking of the mind first, because I think the mind is more emotions than the heart, because the heart is just like, just pumps blood. But the brain is where your thoughts are. But then your brain is like the vessel of all your thoughts as a collective, as a whole. So yeah, it's somewhere in the middle, but yeah, just like a little pamphlet or something like that. That was my unique selling point of why you buy from me and why you were happy that you bought from me and how did I help you in some way, even though you bought something from me. Like, it's just sick. It's just both people get something out of it. Okay, cool. So instead of just thinking too much, okay, I need to sick on a tea here. Too much dead weight to lose and still need to enjoy the time along the way. Yeah, that's really the most important thing. Like, if you're not enjoying yourself along the way, you're never gonna really achieve it, and you always be chasing the idea of perfection when you end up losing both. And what do you lose both for? Nothing. Like, you lose both for nothing. There's no point. Okay, so you know what? I'm just gonna go on YouTube now, and I'll see if I can upload this in the time that I've got left. If I can, then that's sick, man. 16:45. So I've gone for nearly an hour, and I still have the 10 minutes. And then what I can do as well, after this, what will I do after this? I'll upload it, and I can put feedback on it in real life links outside of this. Damn, I forgot a password, man. Okay, cool. So how I'm gonna take to say, took about an hour, already went through that then. So yeah, 58, 55, 56, so 59 minutes. Clothing, fight art, money, music, math. So I need to make all the lanes, all the lines, all the leads. So leads for me, yeah, it's collab. I don't know how much of 50-50. You've got work, I got work. So I want to sell it for a higher price. There's a mixture of everything, a bit of everything. Like, how would you expect someone else to do it? Like, and then you learn along the way. So you'll see, like, I want to do a bit of everything. Like, collabs, I have to get commission from places as well. I have to make sales of my own, and I have to make sales for other people. So that balance, and probably become like self-employed in some way. So if I have a business, I'll actually do it properly. Have like my own little company, my own little spot to work from, and then that's like my office, and those are my expenses. So what studio what way will I make a level of my creative space? So my creative space is my level, the place that I rent, and I made it the way I wanted to use it to make videos and stuff, but then it's an expense because it is. Cool. So level 1 is getting a spot weekly, having the money to go back and forth, have a full-time work, get enough money, passive income on top. It will start from a sale at a time, couple hats, couple hoodies, couple bags, couple t-shirts, whatever, a mixture of everything, because I want to have fun with it, make my own items that you can have one of what I have as well. So there's that. Okay, so I'm gonna have that hoodie ASAP, man. £20, £30 to make it on top of my materials that I've already spent on the hoodie that I've got already, and then that's labor and doing it correctly, and then I can add more to it as well. But I got 12 hoodies that I need to do based on one concept, different colorways, different styles, different vibes. So I can make some sick hoodies, man. Yeah. Fight League though, that's the most important thing. The Fight League. Okay, so I'm gonna upload this 111 live. There's nothing else to say, but I still want to talk more, just because I'll just stay here and just. Babe.